Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. My name is Mike Vecchione. I'm 100% Italian. Thank you. That's never helped me in my life at all. The only time I tell people now is when I give blood, because they're like, what's your blood type? I'm like, funny you should ask. It's 100% Italian. They're like, that's not at all what we mean. I'm like, it's what I mean. Because I want my blood to go to somebody eating, yelling, or holding a grudge for no reason. Thank you. Thank you. My father had a gambling problem. He lost our house when I was 11, but he didn't come home and say, I lost the house. He came home and said, Mike, how would you like to go camping forever? There's no help for gamblers. There's one sign as you drive into Las Vegas that says, gambling problem? Please call this number. That's ineffective. It should at least say, gambling problem? I bet you won't call this number. Thank you. Because these people have a gambling problem. Thank you. I'm in my 40s, and millennials, you're here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for paying attention. I know it's really hard for your people. I know you're probably on 12 different kinds of medications to make that happen from the articles that I've read. And I know you have tough jobs as gluten-free web designers and vegan Uber drivers, Bitcoin Venmo managers. There were 5 jobs that I could have got when I got out of high school. 5 that I could have had. There was a band called The Village People. Those were your job choices. I was an Indian chief from 1991 to 1995. That's true. That's actually true, everybody. I think what I'm talking about is diversity, everybody. That's the name of the game of show business right now. It's diversity. My manager calls me up. He's like, Mike, is there anything in your background that could give us some much needed diversity? I'm like, well, I'm 100% Italian. Does that help? He's like, actually, that hurts us a lot. So if you could not mention that again, that would be a big help. He's like, what about what's going on inside of you? Is there any diversity there? I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, with your feelings. Like, sometimes do you feel like a woman that is trapped inside of a man's body? Because that's a story we could tell. Like, no, that's not really happening. But I was born C-section. So I was a man who was trapped inside of a woman's body. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, ladies. Thank you. Thank you. Guys, we have to be better to these ladies, okay? We have to be, thank you. We have to be better because they deserve it and they will get revenge. I read this article. The police in Florida found a severed penis on the side of the road with a condom on it. I'm like, wow, that guy was worried about the wrong things. Thank you. Thank you, Roots. Thank you. I was the victim of bad birth order growing up. I was the second-born male child. My parents had my brother. They're like, I guess we're having kids. We have a boy. Let's try for a girl. Then they had me. They were like, let's try again. Then they had my sister. They're like, we got it. Our boy and our girl. But now we have this extra kid that we can really roll the dice with, you know? Because my father had a gambling problem. I don't know if I mentioned that. I'm pretty sure my father. Thank you. We had a dog when I was growing up, and the dog used to bite me occasionally. And now if a dog growls at a kid, he's gone. This dog used to bite me occasionally. So I went to my parents. I'm like, hey, the dog is biting me. They're like, we understand that, but your brother and your sister really like the dog. He's part of our family now. We are going to keep him. I'm like, well, what's the plan? Are we going to keep him in a cage when I'm around? Are we going to retrain him? My parents are like, we do not have the money for that. Just be careful. So they started me on anti-anxiety medication. Because you tend to have anxiety when there's a wild beast in your home that attacks you occasionally. Thank you. But it made me wet the bed. It made me wet the bed, so I stopped taking it. I started tonguing. I started feeding it to the dog under the table. Then he started having accidents, and then my parents got rid of him. And as he was being led away, our eyes met. He nodded to me as if to say, well played. He knew he had been beaten by a superior mammal. You guys are fantastic. Thank you so much. You guys are the best. Thank you.
His comedy album, Muscle Confusion, is available on iTunes.
On and on and on. I said, and it's on and on and on.